What a wonderful family. Just so full of energy and love. And just so full of energy and ready to really just be the most caring people they can be. Until you cheat on your wife and your wife cheats on you and then you pull down a tennis coach's house. Welcome back, everyone. Yep, that is of course right. Now, a few years ago, I did Michael's angriest meltdowns in GTA 5, and I loved that video. I wanted to do another one. Instead of focusing on Michael, I decided why not just focus on the DeSanta family? What are their best meltdowns? Well, that's kind of what today's video is going to be. In this video, I will be counting down the top 5 best DeSanta meltdowns and giving my thoughts on them. Now, of course, there are spoilers for Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, there's spoilers for Grand Theft Auto 5 Story Mode and potentially other games just in case. So, obviously, if you have not played this game yet, I sincerely urge you to play this game and then come back for this video. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Because at number 5, we of course have The Affair. Now, of course, this is from the mission Marriage Counseling. Now, a lot of people do get this wrong, and they think that the tennis coach was the reason why Grand Theft Auto 5 happened. That literally could not be further from the truth. Michael had an affair first, Amanda had an affair after that. They had an agreement not to do that in the house. Amanda did it in the house, and that's why Michael lost his shit. Not to mention, Michael's also been depressed and really needed something to get him feeling alive again. And pulling down the tennis coach's house kind of did that. Whether or not this would happen or not, is besides the point, because Michael would clearly do something stupid in the future in order to reclaim his youth. So of course, we get this mission. And this kind of is probably one of the funniest moments of the game because of the voice acting. It's hilarious, and I love Michael's little meltdown before he pulls down the house. I also love how it leads to him meeting Martin Madrazo, who's a very dangerous cartel leader, and it's because of Michael's stupid actions that he has to pay back Martin and get back into that line of work. It also really shows the dysfunctionality of Michael's and Amanda's marriage. These early missions do well with that, as they show not only is his marriage failing, but also shows that his relationship with his kids are also failing too. Next up, we of course have Did Somebody Say Yoga? This is a really interesting moment. So this is a bit after Trevor comes back, and Amanda immediately calls out Michael's behavior, saying that ever since Trevor came back, his behavior is getting worse. Michael's clearly having a midlife crisis and just does not care what everyone else thinks, so they do yoga. This is kind of when Michael finds out, or at least is angry, that Amanda is with her yoga instructor. A brief confrontation ensues, and they leave Michael. Before that, we get to see Michael and Amanda fight again. It's not really much of a meltdown, but you can tell that the two are essentially done with each other at this point. Coming at number 3, we of course have Michael fighting Tracy and Jimmy. Michael fights with Jimmy a lot throughout Grand Theft Auto 5, and it leads to some of the most hilarious moments, such as Jimmy calling Michael an asshole and Michael getting upset over it. Michael also wins the fun of Tracy on many occasions too, which leads to a strained relationship between the two. Not as much as Jimmy. It kind of feels like he's always up Jimmy's ass on something. Be it, being Jimmy getting into credit card fraud, or him trying to sell the boat, or him knocking on Tracy, or him calling his father an asshole, or getting his TV smashed because he told his father to kind of fuck off. Of course, none of this is to make anyone feel sorry for Michael. I mean, Michael does kind of get himself into a lot of his situations too, and of course, him smashing his son's TV is extremely abusive, and honestly, Jimmy is kind of right to call him an asshole. Aside from this, it does lead to some really funny moments between the two, as the dysfunctional relationship with them generally is kind of funny to watch at times. And of course, and number two, we of course have Amanda and Tracy argue. Honestly, I think the only people who actually had a positive relationship with each other was Amanda and Jimmy. Never seen them argue, but Michael argues with Amanda, he argues with Tracy, and he argues with Jimmy. These two clearly are not getting along. Tracy's trying to invite a friend of hers to stay the night. Amanda doesn't want him to. Trace also kind of some moms going around behind Michael's back, showing that there's a lot of dysfunctionality with this family. She even tells her mom that she hopes that someone cuts her brakes, just kind of showing just how toxic this family is, and that Michael probably might not be the worst one. Then, of course, normal mention, we of course have Fame or Shame. This is another Michael kind of fights with Tracy. He interrupts her time on the show, which is a little hilarious, but also is kind of sad to begin with. Then, of course, at number one, we of course have the family therapy session. Now, of course, this has to be number one, mainly because Michael threatens to actually murder his wife. Amanda also threatens to have him locked up. Now, this, of course, comes very late in the story, and so Jimmy is trying to get his parents back together. Michael realizes how much of an asshole he's being, so he wants to talk to Amanda. And so the four of them, the three of them, along with Tracy, have to go to therapy so they can get all their emotions out. Instead of one huge family argument, it's just Michael and Amanda arguing with each other. There's some funny lines. And Michael rightfully does call Amanda out on some stuff, but Amanda also calls him out too. It's probably one of the most hilarious cutscenes in Grand Theft Auto 5, and is personally one of my favorite moments in the game. And this also was on my Michael's angriest moments list. But of course, I think that these were fairly fun to sit through, and then of course, obviously, there's more angry moments that Michael has had in this game, or that the DeSanta family has had. But these were my top 5 favorite ones. I'll obviously be back with more Grand Theft Auto 5 stuff here in the future, and potentially more videos like this. So of course, for now, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time. Peace out.